Images of neo-Nazis on the march in Charlottesville and elsewhere are especially disturbing to Americans who risked their lives fighting and defeating the Nazis overseas. We give these World War II heroes the final word tonight. Here's Jericka Duncan.
I am a Tuskegee Airman.
I can still tell you my Army serial number.
I went into the Army believing that we had to defeat the Nazis.
All of these men fought on the side of history that believed in freedom for all. Edward Field flew on planes that dropped bombs during World War II.
I flew 27 missions, and on all of them we were shot at.
So even after fighting in that war, you thought things would change for the better?
It did.
When you look at what's happening today,
it's terrible.
The 93-year-old calls the images out of Charlottesville repulsive.
When the President of the United States makes a comment saying, what about the alt-left that came charging?
Well, it's idiotic.
Just unbelievable that they had the Nazi Party here in the United States.
Henry Beckham Jr. was drafted in 1942 and served as a mechanic for the Army Air Force. He says there's no place here for the Nazi flag.
God wrote the Bible. It doesn't say anything in there about the color of the skin makes one better than the other.
And 90-year-old William Johnson was with the Tuskegee Airmen, a segregated group of black military personnel who weren't allowed to serve alongside whites.
And it is not a better world when the President of the United States, gives in to racism and bigotry and don't understand how far we've come towards freedom and equality for everybody.
More than 70 years later, the fight to defeat a hateful ideology is still alive. And on the front lines, once again, people willing to stand up and face what's in front of them. Jericka Duncan, CBS News, New York.
Our thanks to those great World War II vets still going strong.